6 p.m. Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Zahra Sikandar. First, the headlines. Prime Minister, along with his delegation, performed Umrah and offered Nawafil in Khana Kaaba last night. Hajj performed obligatory ritual of stoning the Jamarat today and offered sacrifice of animals. Chairman Pakistan People's Party addressing United States lawmakers in Washington, D.C. has highlighted India's unilateral suspension of Indus Waters Treaty endangering livelihoods of millions of Pakistani. Pakistan has unequivocally condemned airstrikes by the Israeli forces near Beirut and southern parts of Lebanon. All parties here at conference says Kashmiri people are facing extreme situations in Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir. An Israeli military today issued an evacuation order for the residents of parts of Gaza ahead of an attack. The news in detail. Prime Minister Mohammad Shehbaz Sharif performed Umrah and offered Nawafil in Khana Kaaba last night. Deputy Prime Minister Mohammad Isakdar, Chief of Army Staff Field Marshal Asim Munir, Information Minister Adal Attar, and Interior Minister Mohsen Naqvi were also accompanying him. Prime Minister is in Saudi Arabia on a two-day official visit on the invitation of Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia, Mohammed bin Salman. The door of Khana Kaaba was opened specially for the Prime Minister and his delegation. The Prime Minister paid thanks to Almighty Allah for victory in Operation Bunyana Marsus and Marka-e-Haq against India. Paying thanks to Allah on the success on the front of economic stability and public welfare, Prime Minister also prayed for the development and prosperity of Pakistan. He also prayed for the people of occupied Jammu and Kashmir, Palestine, and Muslim Ummah at large. Hajj performed the ritual of stoning the Jamarat today after finishing throwing stones at the Jamarat al-Aqaba. They moved on to perform the other important obligatory rituals of the Hajj, starting with slaughtering the sacrificial animals, shaving the heads, Tawaf al-Iftada, and walking, yani say, between the mounts of Safa and Marwa. The relevant authorities had allocated multiple paths to distribute crowds to ensure the smooth flow of Hujjaj across the various floors of that Jamarat facility. The bridge is connected to various pedestrian bridges leading to the Mashir train and areas surrounding the camps in Mina. The movement of Hujjaj towards the Jamarat bridge and the surrounding areas was characterized by a gradual and safe flow in batches. Eid al-Adha will be celebrated tomorrow with religious zeal and fervor to commemorate the supreme sacrifice of Hazrat Ibrahim a.s. and Hazrat Ismail a.s. The day will dawn with special prayers in mosques for well-being of the Muslim Ummah and peace, progress, and prosperity of the country. Eid prayers congregations will be held at mosques, Eidgahs, and open places in all cities, towns, and villages across the country. Ulama, in their Eid sermons, will highlight the significance and philosophy of great sacrifice offered by Hazrat Ibrahim and Hazrat Ismail a.s. People will offer sacrifice of animals to follow the sunnah of Hazrat Ibrahim a.s. A parliamentary delegation of Pakistan, headed by Pakistan People's Party Chairman Bilawal Bhutto Zardari, met with the members of United States House Affairs Committee in Washington, D.C. to discuss regional peace, the recent crisis in South Asia, and avenues for strengthening U.S.-Pakistan relations. Bilawal Bhutto Zardari briefed the committee on India's recent provocations and military strikes targeting civilians, warning that the escalating conflict poses a grave threat to regional stability. Members of the House Foreign Affairs Committee welcomed the delegation's insights and reaffirmed their strong support for the people and government of Pakistan. They expressed appreciation for the delegation's efforts to promote dialogue, mutual understanding, and a cooperative U.S.-Pakistan partnership. Chairman Senate Syed Yusuf Reza Gilani has said that Pakistan is a responsible nuclear state and our political and military leadership demonstrated exemplary restraint during the recent tensions with India. Talking to the media in Multan today, he said the entire nation paid tribute to armed forces of Pakistan for their valor and sacrifices in the defense of the motherland. Minister for National Food Security Rana Tanveer Hussain has said that government is committed to promoting mechanization in agriculture sector aimed at reducing post-harvest losses and ensuring food security. He said this during a meeting with a delegation of Pakistan Association of Automotive Parts and Accessories Manufacturers in Islamabad. The minister said a dedicated tractor policy can serve as a bridge between industrial innovation and agricultural development. This is Radio Pakistan. Minister for Overseas Pakistanis and Human Resource Development, Chaudhry Saleh Hussain, has reiterated Pakistan's support for the Palestinian people. The support was extended at an event titled International Solidarity Meeting with the Palestinian Labor and People, organized under the auspices of Arab Labour Organization at Geneva. Chaudhry Saleh Hussain strongly condemned atrocities and use of force against the unarmed civilians, including children, women, and elderly people in Gaza. He urged the global community to provide immediate financial, medical, and food assistance to the people of Palestine. Meanwhile, during a meeting with Secretary General of International Trade Union Confederation, Luke Triangle, in Geneva, the minister emphasized Pakistan's commitment to international labor standards and the country's efforts under the Decent Work Country program. Pakistan has unequivocally condemned airstrikes by Israeli forces on Beirut's southern suburbs and southern parts of Lebanon. Foreign Office spokesperson Shafkat Ali Khan in a statement said these attacks constituted a blatant violation of international law, sovereignty of Lebanon, and the ceasefire agreement of November 2024. He urged the international community, particularly the United Nations and ceasefire mediators, to take immediate actions to hold Israel occupying forces accountable and prevent further escalation. All parties heard conference senior Vice Chairman Ghulam Ahmad Gulzar has said that Kashmiris will celebrate the real Eid when they break the shackles of Indian slavery and liberate their motherland from Indian colonialism. According to Kashmir Media Service, Ghulam Ahmad Gulzar, in his special Eid message in Srinagar, said it is the day of expressing solidarity with families of our martyrs, the destitute, and orphans. He said the Kashmir people are facing extreme situations in Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir. In India, pro-Khalistan slogans were raised by several people at the Golden Temple in Amritsar on the 41st anniversary of Operation Blue Star today. According to Kashmir Media Service, people raised slogans of Khalistan Zindabad as sad. Man faction leader Simranjit Singh Man reached the Golden Temple today on the death anniversary of Jarnail Singh Bhindranwale, who was killed during the operation. Operation Blue Star was a 10-day military operation spanning from June 10 to June 41st, 1984. The 41st anniversary of Operation Blue Star was observed by the Sikh community at the Golden Temple in Amritsar today. The Israeli military today issued an evacuation order for residents of parts of Gaza ahead of an attack. Army spokesperson said this is a final and urgent warning ahead of an impending strike. Meanwhile, the Gaza Humanitarian Foundation has shut all of its aid distribution points in the Strip, telling starving Palestinians to stay away for their safety. The United Nations says that number of Gaza children facing acute malnutrition has soared since February, with more than 2,700 now suffering from it. Israeli forces have martyred 52 more Palestinians in Gaza enclave. 4 journalists were also martyred in Israeli attacks on a hospital in Gaza. The martyrdom toll of Palestinians in Israeli aggression in Gaza since October 2023 has risen to over 54,600. And finally, the weather. Hot and dry weather is expected in most parts of the country during the next 12 hours. And this brings us to the end of the bulletin for the moment. For more news and analyses, visit our website radio.gov.pk and also watch live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.